In this lesson, I'm going to be walking you through the step-by-step guide for setting up a brand new TikTok account. By the end of this video, you'll have a TikTok account that allows brands and followers to know exactly who you are, what you offer, and how they can get in touch with you. An account that will allow you to start uploading immediately and crushing on the platform. Ready to go? For the purpose of this video, I'm going to be creating a brand new TikTok for my dog, Jasper. Hypothetically, my goal for this account is to grow a loyal following of dog lovers and find partnerships with brands in the dog niche. Dog treats, toys, accessories, and whatever else would fit naturally with this type of content. You know, dog stuff. Before we dive into the official steps, let's start by downloading the TikTok app. If you haven't already done that, pause here so you can go over to the App Store and download it now. Now for the fun stuff. Step number 1. Select or create an email. If you already have an email associated with your business, you can just use that to set up your account. However, if you're trying to grow a brand new creator channel, I always recommend starting with a fresh email for this account. That way, it keeps all of your correspondence from brands organized in one easy to find place. If it's possible, try to implement your desired username into your email address to keep a cohesive, professional brand. We'll talk more about usernames in the next step. It's important to keep in mind that this email address will also be displayed in your profile bio. Another great reason to keep it on brand. Don't worry, we'll be diving into bios shortly. Step number 2, set up your account and nickname. Now, when you open the app, it's gonna prompt you to sign up for TikTok and give you 5 different options. This is why we just created your email. We're not gonna use Facebook, Apple, Google, or Twitter. We always recommend using an email for this step. So I'm going to open that option. First, it's gonna prompt you to select your birthday. So Jasper was born December 30th of 2018, but in dog years, he's 28. So that makes it 1995. Whenever you're setting up a creator account, make sure that the birthday is over 18 years of age. Otherwise, you will have limited access to certain features on the app. Moving on, this is where you'll be prompted to use your phone number or email. Now, we're gonna use the email that we just finished setting up. So for me, it is japthepity@gmail.com. And next, create a password. Pretty self-explanatory. Find a password that is easy for you to remember and hard for other people to guess. Okay, password's good. Now you'll be prompted to choose a nickname. Your nickname is displayed in various areas in TikTok, including the For You feed, Friends tab, comments, and direct messages. Think of this as the name that will show up to your audience on TikTok. Your nickname should set you apart on the platform and give a hint to your audience as to what type of content that you make. Although you can change your nickname every 7 days, we suggest putting some serious thought into it and keeping it the same name as you grow your brand. For my golf nickname, I chose Connor Fairway because my last name is Fair, and by extending it to Fairway, it allowed me to make a relevant play on words in the golf content space. Try to find a nickname that's unique to you and your niche. In this case, we'll be creating an account for Jasper. He's a blue-nosed pit bull I rescued as a puppy, and a lot of people call him Jap for short. So we're going to make his nickname Jap the Pity. Jap the Pity. Confirm. And now you're in. So step 3 is to verify your account. TikTok will send you a verification email. Make sure to follow that link and verify your account. Step number 4, change your username. A username is the @handle you're going to use to sign into the platform. Don't mistake this for the nickname we just set up. You'll notice during the verification process that TikTok has assigned you a random username for the time being. Now that you can access the app with your new account, your first step is going to be to change that random username to something more on brand. As you can see, the username that I received was japthepsbk8y. Not super catchy. Now that you can access the app with your new account, your first step is going to be to change that random username to something more on brand. Ideally, you want this to be the same as your nickname for brand consistency. Unfortunately, this might not be possible if that is already taken, so try to find something as close as you can. This can be changed every 30 days, but we recommend keeping it the same. Simply click the Edit Profile button and go into your username section to update. If you see a little green check when you type in your desired username, you're good to go. Edit profile, username. So it suggested jap.the.pity. I would like to use it without the dots if possible. So I'm gonna see what happens if I delete those and just make it all one word, jap pity, green check mark. We're good to go. we got a nice username, on brand. Now it's gonna say set username, hit set username, you're good. Now you've got your nickname and your username, let's finish setting up your TikTok profile. We're gonna go back to edit profile and start building out the rest of this section. Step 5, profile picture. Your profile picture is a small feature with an opportunity to make a big impact. If you can find a creative way to highlight who you are and what you do in a small circle, it can help you stand out from the rest of the crowd and give you an immediately recognizable brand. We're gonna use a photo of Jasper looking super happy so everybody knows that he's the best boy ever. This is a little bit tighter on his face than I would like, so I'm gonna select a different photo where we can see his whole body. It's important to be able to realize that he's a dog, and in this photo you can see he looks a lot more like a seal because you can't see his ears, and I don't want people thinking that I make seal content because it's very different than dog content. So let's find a different photo. Here's another option I have in this folder, but as you can see here, he's just destroyed one of his toys. And now this might send the wrong image to Brand, thinking that he is in fact a bad boy. So again, Profile picture 101, you gotta make sure that you have a cohesive, consistent brand. We want good boy imagery, not bad boy imagery. So I think this is our winner. We've got a nice little smile on his face. We can see he's enjoying his park. He just looks like a great boy. He looks like the best boy. So we're gonna go ahead and save that as our profile picture. Step number 6, write a bio. Writing your bio is like creating an elevator pitch. It's 5 seconds or 80 characters you have to let a new audience know why they need to follow you. Here's where you should concisely explain what you have to offer. That can be the type of content you create, how frequently you create it, maybe a joke if you're a comedian, or a favorite quote if you make inspirational content. It's also important to always include your email in your bio so it's easily visible for brands and any other potential opportunities to find their way into your inbox. Here's what Jasper's bio will look like. So I still have 20 more characters. I would suggest using as many characters as possible to give your best opportunity to express your brand and your content to people. But for the case of this demonstration, we're gonna leave it at that. You'll also see you have the option to display your pronouns in your bio, whether you're a nonprofit, and you can also change the order of the way that things are displayed. Those are a couple other options to customize your profile. Congratulations, you now have a TikTok profile that is almost ready to start uploading content. Step number 7, Linktree. If you are already very frequently using TikTok, you'll probably notice a lot of creators with links in their bio. This is a feature that becomes available to you when you have 10,000 followers, so hopefully in like a week for you. But it's very important to touch on because this is a feature that you will want to use later on down the road to help people find relevant links to your content. Linktree is an app that you may already be familiar with, but essentially it allows your audience to easily navigate through a list of places you'd like them to visit right there on your TikTok page. When setting up your links, make sure to create short and easy to understand titles for your audience. They should clearly communicate the value that can be found by following that link. Some examples are your YouTube channel, a personal or professional website or portfolio, or additional social media links where you have something else to offer them. If you want to learn more about setting up a Linktree, we've added a link in this description of this lesson, so you can go and check that out. Step number 8, determine your account type. Now you'll have an option to choose between a creator or a business account. There are a few very important details to consider here. The vast majority of the time, we recommend using a creator account. This will ensure you have full use of TikTok's audio library and effects. Business accounts are limited to a much smaller library of copyright-free audio, which could limit your ideas and your growth potential. You should only use a business account if you need access to advanced analytics and business tools like their Business Creative Hub or TikTok Ads Manager. I personally believe a creator account is the best option. So if you do need to create a business account, you just go to the menu bar at the top, settings and privacy, account, and as you can see, there's an option here to switch to a business account. You're automatically going to be in a creator account to start, so we're not gonna do that. Step number 9, this is the most fun and the final step, train the algorithm. This is kind of a bonus step, but it can be extremely helpful in priming the algorithm for the type of content you'll be uploading and consuming. Take 15 minutes to search for and consume content in your niche. Find a few pages that you love and give them a follow, drop some likes, comments, and saves so TikTok knows that this is an active account interested in a unique type of content. Let's do that now. I already know that there's a couple of dog content creators that I'd like to follow, so I'm gonna start by just searching their handles and giving them a follow. A guy and his golden. is one of the top content creators on this platform. I'm gonna get inspired by him, I'm gonna interact with his content, and hopefully in the next few months, I'm going to surpass him as the #1 dog creator on TikTok. Follow. All right, what are you up to, buddy? Shelter Dog Sunday. This is the type of content that I love to see. It is the same as my niche. Wow, kind of looks like Jasper. This is great content. I'm going to give it a like. I'm going to give it a save, and I'm gonna leave a comment for good algorithmic karma, which is very important. Rescue gang, what up? Post. And that is how you train the algorithm. Repeat this process 4 or 5 times, and you will have a well-trained algorithm. If you don't know of any creators on the platform, I would just search within your niche. So in this case, let's go dogs of TikTok. As you can see, the top video has 25 million views. It is a beautiful black lab, getting a nice little scrub down bath. Oh, we're using Chanel products. This is a bougie ass dog. Okay, so I'm gonna watch this video all the way through because it's important to give them the watch time. Oh, we're gonna brush the teeth too. Love that. Eye mask? Damn, I better not let Jasper see this because he does not get this good of treatment. All right, now that we've seen that whole video, we're gonna give it a like, we're gonna give it a save. So by interacting with this type of content, TikTok now knows what I'm interested and what they should put in my For You page. So if I go back to my main feed and give it a refresh, as you can see, there is now dog content in my feed. Thank you, TikTok algorithm. I hope this lesson gave you some clarity on setting up your account and all of the tools and information you need to succeed and go and start creating on TikTok. If you want to have a guide handy all the time, we've also created a PDF version that you can use offline to make sure you follow along. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.